Hello and welcome for the love of food. Today we're going to be making a breakfast sandwich, and not just any breakfast sandwich. This is a breakfast sandwich from my childhood, and basically what it entails, like all good breakfast sandwiches, an egg, but this one has peppers and onions on it. So what a great way to start your day, getting some veggies in. And of course, we'll include a slice of cheese, but you can eliminate that if you're looking to just cut out some of those extra calories. But the cheese does give it a wonderful flavor. And we're going to be serving it on this lovely brioche bun. And we're going to get going and make this. The first step in this is to put some olive oil in a pan and get our peppers and our onions cooked down. So we're going to go ahead and do that first. We'll come back and show you how easy it is to make this wonderful breakfast sandwich. If you go out to a breakfast place, and we all know those breakfast places that have the wonderful breads and sandwiches, if you go there, you'll see this often on a menu. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for watching For the Love of Food. Welcome back For the Love of Food. So we put our olive oil in our pan and heated it up. Let's drop those peppers and onions in. There we go. And they will be sizzling up in just a minute. I don't want to burn the onion. So what we're going to do is not keep it at a very high heat. What we want to have happen is we want those peppers to cook down, but we want the onions to just become kind of translucent at first. And we can always come back and put a little char on them if you like them that way. All right, so we'll be back in just a moment to show you how this is coming along. So as you can see, our, and I'll bring it up closer to the camera so that you can take a quick look, our onions have turned translucent and our peppers are just finishing up because they're getting a nice glisten to them. So that's how I know that they're just about done. I'm just going to move the onions to the top middle so that they're not burning, or I could put them off to the side as well if I thought that that would be the best thing for them while we get the rest of those peppers cooked up. We could have added our peppers first and added our onions second. That would be okay too. All right, we'll be back in just a few minutes as we go to pull our vegetables out and drop our egg. Where I'm going to drop this egg, and I've moved my vegetables off to the side just to keep them warm while I cook this egg. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fry this egg. If you like a broken yolk, you can go ahead and break it. I prefer not to have a broken yolk. I happen to like this a little bit over medium. So I want to make sure that that yolk is cooking up. I'm going to move it over to the center of my pan because I like my yolk cooked, but I don't like my whites burnt. So I'm going to fold the whites over. See if I can move that back to the center of the pan. And it's okay that a little bit of the white has ventured its way over to my vegetables. That's not a problem at all because it's all going in the same sandwich anyway. So don't be afraid about having things get mixed in. Those peppers are coming along very nicely. Right about the time that my egg is done, those peppers should be fine for my sandwich. Once I think my egg is stable enough for me to flip it, I will go ahead and flip that over, and then we will go ahead and add the cheese right into the pan, and we'll drop our vegetables on top of it to help it melt. So that's kind of my plan. Let's see how that all works out. Let's see if that egg is stable enough to be flipped. I think it is. There we go. And what I like to do is test my yolk by touching it. Now it's very warm when you first flip it, so you might want to wait a second before you start touching it. And you can see that it still has a lot of give to it, but that's just fine. Because what I want this to be, again, is over medium. So now I can go ahead and drop my cheese, and I'm going to use my tongs and just place the hot vegetables right on top of the cheese. This is a great breakfast to be able to pack up and send your family off with to work or to school, whatever it may be. Or if you are like me and you work out of your house, it's one pan, not a lot of mess, not a lot of time, and it's a very hearty sandwich that will kind of suffice for me as breakfast and lunch. All right, so let's go ahead and remove our egg and our cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my flame off, and I'm gonna place it right on the bun. I'll add a little salt and pepper to that before I serve it, but here you can see it's a Western omelet sandwich. Thanks for watching For the Love of Food. We'll show you the plated product in just a sec. So normally I don't come back and show you the plated product before I take the shot, but I thought of something just a moment ago that I'd like to share with you. So if you're doing one of the more popular diets right now, if you're ketoing or just cutting out carbs, two ideas here. One is you could just have the eggs with the cheese and the vegetables over the top of it without the brioche roll, and it would be wonderful. Again, I'm serving with a side of cantaloupe and a few tomatoes. Or if you're just cutting carbs and you still want to have some in your diet, just remove one of the buns. And there you have it, an open-faced Western omelet sandwich. So thanks for watching For the Love of Food.